Congratulations to LeBarick Williams. He finally sold his house. He said he got his VA loan back. Thank you, God, and it's time to celebrate. Let's talk about it. The views expressed in this video are for entertainment purposes only. All commentary is alleged. Hello everyone, I'm Haanahgrace. Welcome to my channel. I view topics like reality TV, current events, gardening, and wellness from a behavioral and faith-based perspective. Again, thank you for joining me, and please hit the like, subscribe, and share buttons. It looks like Destiny Payton's shenanigans all caught up with her. Today, LeBarick sold his home. He said that he is so happy that he wants to go celebrate, whereas Destiny, on the other hand, said, hey, I'm so glad that our home can now be your home. So here's the thing. Destiny is still up to her shenanigans. She put smiling faces on her Instagram page when it came to this, to the post that she had. And it seems like she's kind of trying to stick it to LeBarick, saying, yes, it was not just your home. It was our home. So get that through your head. Now, I agree with Destiny there. When they bought the house, they were married. I know LeBarick probably paid all of the mortgage payments, but rightfully so, the house belonged to both of them. But here's the problem that I had with Destiny. When the divorce was finalized and she was given a certain amount of time to move out of the house, I think she should have went ahead on and, been fair about the situation, move out as soon as she possibly could, and so that LeBarick could get his VA certification back so he can move on with his life. But she did all kind of shenanigans, all kinds of things to hold this sale of this house up. If I'm not mistaken, the house was put on the market around 2 years ago. He gave her a year to get herself together. These are all allegations and what we've heard through the grapevine. Nothing that I've seen on paper, but it seems reasonable that she could get a year's worth of to stay in the house for a year. LeBarick paid the mortgage payments, but after that year, I think it was fair for him to be able to sell the house. They split the proceeds and move your separate ways. There is no way that I would feel comfortable saying that it was fair for Destiny to stay in that house, knowing that his valuable VA certification was held up for her to be able to live in that house. And then for her to, I know you got to move on with your life, but for you to post other men celebrating them in your house, in this man's house that he's paying the mortgage for, that his VA loan certification is held up, I cannot get with that. And being a veteran, I know how precious and how valuable it is to be able to have that certification, that VA certification. That is a privilege that he earned. She did not go to the military and serve not one day. Now, I know spouses do serve, but they serve in a different way. They do not earn the VA benefits, as they do not earn that certification, the spouse. It is the veteran who earns that certification. So when you divorce, that certification should go back to the veteran. And I agree with him. I celebrate with him. I really could celebrate with him right now, because Destiny did not move correctly in this whole situation, in my opinion. Now that it's over and it's done, I think that the man can move on happily. The first thing he said, thank God I got my VA certification back. That meant that is what he was concerned about. That is what he wanted all the time, to be fair with the situation and to just move on. But when people continue to stick it to you, knowing that it's where they will stick it to you where it actually hurts, and then they send all kind of subliminal messages. You trying to move on, they still trying to do things to aggravate you. And I can understand this. So I'm with LeBarick on this one. Now, I will say, I've heard that Destiny was part owner of the house. Both their name was on the deed. It's fair that whatever the house sells for, whatever the profit is, minus whatever the bank loan was, they pay that off and they split whatever the profits are. I'm pretty sure LeBarrett would not have a problem with that. Now, here's the issue. Will Destiny go ahead on and leave this man alone? Because we heard a couple of days ago, after Destiny was released on bond, on bail, that she went immediately and filed a protective order, a DV protection order against her ex-husband. Although it was denied, it's just another slick tactic that Destiny tried to use in order to move back into that house. Because one of the things she asked for is that I can't remember the exact words that was in the protection order that she filed for. It said something about she wanted him to be banned from the marital home. But again, another tactic. She has thought of, instead of going and just saying, okay, we're done with this, move on. She's sitting there thinking of all kinds of ways where she can stay in this house. It makes no sense. Now, I'm not in her position. I'm just speaking from my position. If that was my situation, I can't say that I cannot feel empathy for Destiny. But all I'm saying, from the outside looking in, she was wrong, and she continued to stall, manipulate, and do whatever shenanigans she could think of, again, to try to prevent the sale of this house. Because I distinctly remember about a year ago, one of the content creators went and showed us a tour of the home when they had an open house, when Chris Fletcher had an open house. And that house was on the market then. I can't remember. It had to be over a year ago. But I mean, that was all that time. And it was like in April or May of last year, because I remember she still had her Christmas tree up in the house way after Christmas. So think about it. A year ago, here it is another year. And that was when she was supposed to be out a year ago. So in April of this year, that would have made 2 years. So again, all of the shenanigans, Destiny is definitely getting what she deserved when it comes to this house. So it's done. I do celebrate with LeBarrett. Not saying that I don't feel bad for Destiny if she can't find her another house, but if she cannot find her another house, that's on her. You are an able-bodied worker. You can get out and hustle just like everybody else. Now, I know you probably cannot afford to pay. I don't know your pocketbook, but I'm saying, when you look at the sale of the house, the house was for like $400 and some $1,000. A mortgage on that on a house for $400 and some $1,000 would be around $2,500. But when you get through paying for your title, for all of the other stuff like your homeowners association, your insurance, and maybe because she recently filed for bankruptcy, she more than likely cannot get a loan. So she probably is trying to figure out how in the world I'm going to be able to get into another house that's in a nice neighborhood with all of the amenities that I have in this house. And she had got used to that house. I don't even see how she could have been comfortable in that house, knowing that LeBarrett was trying to sell that house. I don't know what her problem is or what it was, but it's over for LeBarrett now. They sold the house. Congratulations again to LeBarrett for selling the house, and congratulations that he can get his VA certification, loan certification back. And now, hopefully, this is the end of Destiny taking this man through all of these different changes just because they divorced. Okay, that's all I have for this video. Thank you for joining me today. And remember, I am Haanahgrace. Drop down in the comments and let me know what you think. Do you think that LeBarrett selling the house is the end of Destiny's shenanigans, or do you think she got something else up her sleeve? Also, please enjoy my garden tip. Collard greens. They're good, and they're good for you. Thank you so much again for joining me, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Have a beautiful day.
Comes around, what goes up must come down. Comes around, what goes up must come down. Hear you quiet, let me hear you say it again, and you at home say it, y'all.